Saudi retail magnate Fawaz al Hokair is listing his 8,000 square foot penthouse at 432 Park Avenue for $170 million, more than twice the 2016 purchase price. The listing has us wondering if public controversy will affect the values of the condos at 432 Park, which was one of the buzziest new developments when it came to market. Upon completion in 2015, 432 Park was the tallest residential building in the world. Today, as luxury developments reach for the sky, it slipped to third place, but the darling of Billionaire Row has continued to make headlines. The building was developed by Magnate Properties and CIM Group and designed by Raphael Vignoli. It replaced the 1920s-era Drake Hotel. Magnate snagged the site in 2006, eventually paid out all the retailers with existing leases, and secured building approval in 2012. At a 15-to-1 height ratio, it is one of the most slender buildings in the world. It was initially lauded as a brilliantly innovative piece of construction and a sign of a new age of slender, super tall architecture to come. So, how did a nearly 100-story building navigate limiting zoning laws? The builders interspersed excessively tall mechanical floors, known as void floors, in between the residential levels. Until a legislative change in 2019, void floors weren't counted in the total zoning area. 432 Park has 5 two-story open-air void floors that hold mechanical systems and reduce wind load. They are spaced out every 12 floors. When it came to market, units were snapped up by foreign billionaires looking for big investments with ultimate privacy. Condos sold at near record-breaking prices, with many buyers using shell companies to maintain anonymity. As it neared completion, it had a projected value of $3.1 billion. Today, it's almost sold out. But some are wondering if it can hold that valuation or if billionaires will bounce to newer, shinier towers. They thought they were signing up for a luxury condo with a private Michelin restaurant, pool, spa, and some of the best views in the city. But there have been reports of all sorts of issues, from floods to skyrocketing insurance premiums. The New York Times reported that multiple floods have poured through the building, shutting down 2 of the 4 elevators for weeks at a time, and causing water damage that cost some residents upwards of $500,000. As damages mount, insurance premiums for the residents have increased 300% in 2 years. And then there's the wind. It's normal for tall buildings to shift and sway. In most cases, it's imperceptible. But with extreme height comes increased vulnerability. Wind rushes through the void floors, audibly shaking the building's metal frame and barreling through elevator shafts. The eerie sound has been likened to sitting in the hull of a creaky wooden ship on high seas. And the winds rattle the elevator cables, causing delays and shutdowns, leaving one resident trapped for over an hour. The engineering issues plaguing condo owners all seem to originate from the same source: the building's massive height. 40 residents have banded together to pressure the developers to make changes. They hired engineering firm SBI Consultants to inspect the structure. SBI reportedly determined that 25% of the problems are potentially life-threatening. As tensions rise between residents and developers, there have also been reports of bad blood between the billionaire condo owners themselves. While many of the owners are unknown, we do know that Jennifer Lopez and ex-fiancé Alex Rodriguez bought a condo for $15.3 million in 2018, which they flipped in 2019. Current residents include real estate investment firm JSF principal Jacqueline Finkelstein-Labau and Douglas Elliman executive chairman Howard Lorber. Now, Al Hokair's listing may test the market for a building that's come under all sorts of public scrutiny, from New York Times investigations to unfavorable TikToks. But the problems plaguing the building aren't necessarily exclusive to 432 Park. Put a bunch of billionaires in a building and there's bound to be disagreements. Still, owners in similar super tall towers have kept quiet, perhaps out of concern for their property values. As things stand now, are super tall buildings the luxury homes of the future or a massive liability? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below.